efficiency programs really sound great, right? I mean, we're talking about energy efficiency education, possible rebates and incentives to, again, help actualize a lot of the things that we need to accomplish. But, you know, in terms of, okay, actually figuring out who is going to take charge of this whole process, you know, it does seem to be a real conflict, a real contradiction to have companies, investor-owned utilities, right, who are in the business of selling energy, right, and turning a profit for their shareholders, to all of a sudden, you know, put on another hat and say, hey, you know, we're now going to be in the driver's seat regarding energy efficiency programs and funding, right? And you know, you can say what you will. Was it collusion, manipulation, call it what you want, right? But, you know, therein lies the rub. The CPUC and the IOUs, right, come up with this wonderful idea called decoupling, right? How is a company that's in the business of selling energy somehow going to maintain their viability by trying to get people to save energy? And so through the decoupling mechanism, the IOUs were basically given the green light to be in the driver's seat to also collect the funds from the ratepayers to, again, put the, you know, the grease on the wheels here. And so, you know, if you look at your, you know, monthly bill, right, you'll see that there is a public purpose program charge. All right, and that's part of the mechanism whereby PG&E collects about a third of its funding through the public goods charge and another 2/3 through the procurement surcharge that goes in tandem with that. And, you know, these amounts are sizable, and, you know, Barbara, please kind of correct me, update me on this, but in 2009 to 2011, the IOUs were seeking collectively close to $4 billion of you know, our money, right, to execute these programs, which, quite frankly, they did an absolutely pathetic job on, right? The targets are missed, right, and yet they keep coming back asking for more money, right? The administrative costs are high, right? I mean, if they you know, want to tout themselves as being efficient, well, they actually have done just the opposite. You know, they have found a way to deliver energy deficiency for us. So how can we begin to change that, right? You know, this is where the process now has become pretty cloudy, and again, you know, I certainly welcome any updates in this matter, right? Now, you know, the non-utility programs, the energy efficiency programs, you know, they've demonstrated that they have been able to match or outperform a lot of the utility-based energy efficiency programs, all right? So, again, you know, what is the rationale behind allowing the IOUs to continue to basically kind of rake us over and to deliver less in the process? Now, I just, you know, want to also kind of touch briefly on AB 117, which is the legislation that allowed municipalities to form community choice aggregation programs. And in that legislation, there is also a provision for CCAs to also develop and manage their own energy efficiency programs. And last fall, I believe that there was a hearing with various stakeholders, including members of various IOUs and someone from the CPUC, and you know, they were trying to find a way to collaborate, if such a thing is possible, to find a way to clarify the process by which CCAs, cities, and counties can all petition for these energy efficiency funds. And currently, I believe Marin Energy Authority has been looking into this very vigorously. In San Francisco and Oakland, are also considering also petitioning for these funds. But this is something that we really need to encourage all of our cities to get behind on. So, you know, just so we don't forget here, I do want to point to, I believe it's the next to the last page in the program, right? You'll see that taking back these EE funds, otherwise known as Claim Our Cash, love it, all right, is something that we're going to be pursuing through this year and beyond. And, you know, please get in touch with Dave Room if this is something that you'd like to find out more about, and also to be a co-conspirator, because that's what we need.